This video sponsored by Meeple Movers. No minimum order, no subscriptions. Free shipping on every item, every day. At meeplemovers.com.
Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I'm Brian, and today I've got a game called Shadows in Kyoto. Shadows in Kyoto is a two-player strategy game by Wei Min Ling and published by Emperor S4. In this game, players are using cards to move their spies around a central board. They alternate taking turns until one of the three win conditions are met. 1. If one player gets an agent with real intel to the other side, they win. If a player can capture 2 of the opposing agents with real intelligence, they win. Or 3. If your opponent captures 3 of your agents with fake intel, you win. Once you are familiar with the base game, charisma cards can be used, which gives each player an individual player power. Later, equipment cards can be added to give extra one-time use actions. So let's check it out, and I'll show you how to take out your opponent's agents, how to use tactic cards, and how to use your charisma in Shadows in Kyoto. To begin, place the board in the center of the table, and then each player picks the colors. So the Oni Waban is green, and then the other player is the government, and they are yellow. So you set that up, and they get their geishas out of their bags. So in the different numbered geishas are, there's a 3 with the documents, there's a 2 with the documents, and then there's a 3, a 2, and then there's a 1 and a 0. So these are your agents, or your geishas, and then it's the same for the Oni Waban and the government. So then separate your cards from the sight cards and the tactic cards. So these are all sight cards with the houses on them, and then these are tactic cards with the scroll, parchment, or whatever. Then each player draws 4 cards from their sight deck, and then 2 from their tactic deck. That is their hand. So after examining your cards, you get to place these. So first we're going to examine our cards. So we've got these sight cards. So we've got blue and green. So that means that I can move my guys to the blue and green places once I have the gauges down. And then these are tactics. So these are special cards that I can play that I move mine. So in this case, I'd move my green. Well, I'd move this player up, and it'd make another player go back 1. Then this one is I can move it up to 2 spaces in any direction. So those are my cards, and then I can play, I can put my people in the different spots. So, and they have little starting spots on them. So these little black dots, the circles, that's where you can put the people you start with. So that's where my people are, and then the other player. You are now ready to begin. So there are 3 ways to win. First one is capture the 2 enemy players with the real intelligence, the red marking on them. And then the second way is let the enemy capture 3 of your guys with fake intelligence, so the 3, the 2, a 1, or a 0, or let one of your guys with the real intelligence get to the other side. So the play begins with the Oni Waban player, and so basically what you do is you play a card, so red, and then you draw a card. I'm going to draw a tactic card. You can draw it from either deck. So now, my turn. I'm going to move forward, and then draw a sight card. So I'm going to play this now, and I'm going to attack. So when you move into a place with another person near your opponent, a conflict occurs. So you reveal the identity of the defender, which is a 3. Then I say if mine is higher or lower than that, or equal. So if it's equal, or mine is higher, the defender loses. So the defender loses this. And then I move into that space. So they know that this is a 3 with or without intelligence. So now it is my turn. I'm going to play this tactic card. So, charge. I move one of my guys up, and it moves one of the other guys back. So there. Okay. So there's some special places, like these neutral places. You can move there using any card. And these are headquarters. Only the players of that faction can be there. And they can play any card to go there, but the other player can't even enter their sites. So play continues, playing cards, and moving your characters until one of the win conditions is met. Either they capture 3 of my people with fake intelligence, or one of my guys reaches the other side, or I capture theirs. And then you switch sides and play again. So after playing the game a couple times, and you are familiar with the rules, you can use one of these charisma cards. So there are 6 of them, 3 for each faction side, and you get to pick one of them, and then that is a specific player power that you can use throughout the game. So those are cool. And then there are also some equipment cards that you have. So these are some Oniwaban ones, and basically you have them face down until one of your guys with a star is killed. So either of the 3, either of the 3s, the 2 with intelligence, or the 0. If any of them are captured, then you get to flip one of your choice over, and then you can use it later. That's how to play Shadows in Kyoto. Okay, I've got my dad here for a parent's opinion. So Dad, what do you think of Shadows in Kyoto?
I had a lot of fun with Shadows in Kyoto. We play a lot of 2-player games. I thought this one was really good. Deduction and, a little bit of strategy, a little Stratego almost. But no, I like this one way better than Stratego.
Alright, so yeah, I really had fun with this game, so let's jump straight into components. So components. First you have the board. It just folds up and goes into the box, and then you have all of your different wooden Stratego characters, like they're...
the agents.
They're your agents. They're little wooden... They're kind of like the king in Citadels. They're the little wood characters. They're a little smaller. And then they have numbers on the back, like Stratego. You move them around. What was really cool was you take your card in your hand, and then you use the cards in your hand to move, but you have to match the colors of the card in your hand to the board. So move this guy to the green one, I need to play the green card.
Yeah, I think the components-wise, they did a really good job. It's the same size box as Hanamakoji, which is another awesome 2-player game. That one's just straight-up cards. So this one, it has a board, and it has the wooden little agents in there. And then the cards have a real nice feel and finish to them.
And then, yeah, that's basically all for components. So artwork, it has a Japanese artwork over the front, and then kind of the board kind of looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the artwork, or I don't know even what you would call that style of Japanese. It's kind of like an anime almost.
Just more
feel
like realistic.
To it. Yeah, but regardless of the theme, I mean, the theme is a little bit pasted on. I mean, there's a story about the government and the agents and playing against each other, but whatever. Yeah. It's 2 people playing against each other with secret agents. You could have made it Cold War, or you could have made it, wherever there's good and evil. Star Wars. The dark side and the light side.
But then would it go with Hanamakoji?
Well, okay, maybe.
Like, yeah, Star Wars geishas.
I guess, yeah, there is a crossover because this is taking place in Hanamakoji. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Kyoto is like a...
But the artwork fits with the theme, just not my favorite style.
Yeah. So strategy, we were kind of talking about this. It was like Stratego, and then I think you said Onitama with the tactic cards, moving your agents like in the special way using your tactic cards, like in Onitama.
Yeah, I really like that because you could either draw, a movement card or a tactic card, and so you had to choose. Do I want to be able to move? And then you weren't always, you always didn't get the movement you wanted, and then like you said, you could only move to the color that you said, so it restricts your movement a little bit. But what I really liked about it was, you play a little bit of cat and mouse and try to bait the guy to take the guys with fake intel, or something. Maybe you run in there with your guy with your intel and try to make it all the way across and say "King me," but no. There's a lot of strategy.
Yeah. So, easy for kids. I don't think we really played it. Well, it's 2 players, so mainly just me and you played it.
Yeah, for playtesting reasons, I guess the base game you could probably play with somebody, with maybe 5th grade.
Yeah, but once you add in the equipment and the charisma cards.
Yeah, the equipment cards were cool because a lot of times you feel like somebody takes out your agent with your good intel, so then at that point you just have to try to get them to get your bad agents or the ones with fake intel. But every time somebody gets your good agent, you get an equipment card, which kind of gives you another leg up, which I thought was cool. The individual character powers, I thought, okay, it varies it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it doesn't affect the gameplay as much.
Yeah, not quite as much.
But yeah, I would probably stick to maybe middle school on this one.
Yeah. So overall, I had a lot of fun with Shadows in Kyoto. So it had good components. The artwork was nice, and that it was very strategic, and it put a twist on the Stratego and Onitama type feel of the game.
Yeah, this one came out at Gen Con last year. We ran to the booth. I think they Korean Games or something like that. Distribution, CGD, something like that. They only have very limited number available in the U.S. and they sold out fast.
Yeah.
So we actually didn't get it until a few months later. But yeah, this one is definitely going in our 2-player shelf, and we're going to keep that one around because I've really had a good time with it.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page, send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game, visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian's my dad. See you next time.